Hey, right guys, Straight from Joe here, and today we're going to be doing something a little different, but this is a Q&A for March, something that we're going to be doing once every month. Thought it'd be quite a cool way to kind of interact with you guys if you have any questions for me, even though I do answer quite a lot on Twitter as well, but it'd be cool to get like a video, like kind of face-to-face face Q&A, answering your guys' questions. Of course, this is just for Patreons where they can ask questions, and if you do want to do so, you only have to be a $1 tier patron to ask questions, which I'll be doing. I'll put up a post on Patreon the first week of each month asking for questions. Then either the second or third week, we'll get the video up on Patreon answering all the questions. But we had 29 questions, I think, to get through. So I'm going to answer each and every one, of course. I thought it'd be a bit of fun to do. I don't know how much editing will be in this. I'll try and keep it bare minimum. Just have the question at the bottom for you guys to read as well. But yeah, thank you to all your patrons for helping support the channel. Because of you, as of right now, I'm able to make this a pretty much full-time job. I went from 25 hours at my job. I was doing 25 hours a week, and I've cut that 25 to 30, and I've cut that right down to doing 12 now. I only do 12 hours a week there, so 2 days a week, to still help, pay for like bills and stuff when I eventually move out. But this is basically my main source of income right now, so it's thanks to you guys, which is insane. I'm gonna have another video talking about that in detail, but yeah, that's thank you so much. It really means the world. So yeah, we're gonna answer some questions. We're gonna get the glasses on because I'm blind without them. We'll get to it. So first question is from. Oh wait, scroll right to the top. So let me just go back down. Ishara. Sorry, I'm saying that wrong. Ishara. But what's your favorite show to react to? And then they've got a bit more, but we'll get through that. So, what's your favorite show to react to? I think my favorite that I have reacted to in the past was Scam. That was a show. I'm going to clean these as well. That was a show that when I first started, I didn't think I'd love as much as I ended up loving. And every episode, there was at least one or two scenes that was just outstanding to watch. So that's the most fun I've had watching a show and interacting with you guys as well. After every episode, getting your thoughts and opinions on certain scenes and characters was just a lot of fun to interact with. So I'd say Scam. And what show has been the best response to your reaction? Again, Scam. You guys were insane in the comments. Like every single episode had, or not every. They didn't. I'd say they had between 50 to 100 comments on a lot of reactions for that show, which is I've never had that amount of interaction with the show before. And then after every episode, just people tweeting, even on Instagram DMs. We had the creator of Scam recently say that she even watched the reactions. So, like Julie, which is insane. That like blows my mind. So, yeah, I'd say Scam to both those questions. If you same person, but if you could bring back one character that's dead now, what character would that be? What character would that be? Let me think. What character? Okay, I'd really have to think about it because there's a lot of characters that have died that I've. So spoilers for The Walking Dead and Teen Wolf. The Walking Dead, it would be Carl because even though I wasn't the biggest fan of Carl, I wasn't. He wasn't even in my top five characters. I love Chandler Riggs though as a person. I think he's fantastic, and I think there was a lot of wasted potential with his character. I think they really could have done a lot with him, and I really do think that was a poor decision to be a way of oh, any character can die, and it's just like you could have picked anyone else. I think Cole should have been the last. Cole and Rick should have been the last two people on that list to prove that point. So Carl, and then I'd say Alison from Teen Wolf, just because even though I wasn't the biggest fan of her, like towards the second or the final third and the second half of season three, she's really grown on. I think she's turned into a fantastic character. And I now I'm on season five of the show, and I just see so much potential of what her character could be doing in the show at this point. So it's kind of annoying that they killed her off, especially because the actress regretted it as well. So that just doesn't help. So I'll say those two. And I remember you said a style slash censorship would be fun. What other TV show crossover pairs do you think you'd enjoy? Ooh, I'm sorry, I haven't read these questions in preparation, so these were all like just reading these kind of blind. What I do think Styles and Spencer will, by the way, be perfect. That would be so cute. Because they got the like the little detective ways for them as well, so it's kind of they'd work really well together, I think. But who else could we do? We could do Mona. I'm gonna say Mona and because I'm just saying Mona because she hasn't been paired up with anyone in where I'm at Real Life, so I'll say Mona and I'm just gonna think of someone. Fuck, this is hard. I want to answer this because it's a good question. I want someone who would Mona and Damon. They'd be quite sassy together. We'll say that Mona and Damon. Even though I could think of someone better for Mona than Damon, but I think that'd be cute. Any show, I say this is from Natalie, who I adore Natalie by the way. She came in to watch Shadowhunters season 2 episode 1 live with me, so that was thank you to you. Any show that was out years ago that you've watched and wished it was just airing now, so you could watch it all over again and react. Okay, that's kind of weird. What? So any show that's already finished, if it could be airing now that I could react to. I thought about this before, and it will be Lost. Lost is one of my favourite shows of all time, and I think if we were watching that live, like reacting to it now, going through all the twists and turns and mystery of that show, the characters week by week, and all the kind of because I got into it kind of a bit late, and I was very young when I got into it, so I never really had that sense of. It's really the first show to bring on like forums online to be like everyone trying to figure it out together, and all the questions in that show, people just trying to answer for themselves and joined as a group. So I think that'd be fun to do in a video. So I thought about that before. It would be Lost, hands down. I thought that'd be great. Summer Sky, can you teach me how to be as good as you on Fortnite? I'm terrible at Fortnite. I'm not even good. Yeah, I do want to do more live streams regarding like gaming and Fortnite as well, but the internet in this room specifically isn't great. So sometimes a live stream works, sometimes it'll just cut off and stall, and then I have to cancel the whole thing. So, but yeah, as far as me being good at Fortnite, that's a lie. I'm awful. From James MC, could Liam react to Teen Wolf season 4 as he has barged into a few reactions and fired shots saying that vampires are better than werewolves, but you must prove him wrong and make him ship Stellator. I don't think he'd ever want to watch Teen Wolf. To be fair, he has kind of. I talked to him about all the shows I react to anyway, and I've said to him multiple times that it's weird having a show like Teen Wolf where seasons 1 and 2, and he knows this. I trashed on, like I enjoyed them, but they weren't great. But now being on seasons 3, 4, and 5, I'm actually really, really liking the show. So maybe one day I'll try and get him to watch it, but I don't think he'll pop into it, especially because I finished season 4 as well. I know this was asked when I was still watching season 4, but maybe one day we'll try and get him to watch it. That'd be cute. From Sergio, what do you think of Lydia's new enhanced power? Lydia, I think, like, she's not. I do love Lydia. Don't get me wrong, I love her. She's one of the best characters of the show. But I don't love her, I think, as much as other people do. At the point I'm at. Because I'm still one of those, and I know people are going to hate me, but we'll take a swig of the drink for this one because you need to be prepared. I don't ship Styles and Lydia as much as some people might hope I do, which is just my personal opinion. I guess that is cool. But I will say this about Lydia. Her character development is probably the best of the show. I'd say alongside Scott and Styles. She's so good. She's such a great character to watch. As far as the power goes, I need to see more of it. Like it kind of annoys me when she's just screaming in my face whenever I'm watching an episode. But that's her power at the end of the day. And yeah, I think it could come in handy later on. Well, it's come in handy before. I mean, as far as where I'm at now, it's going to come in handy later. And then all like where she's like doing the sensei Jedi shit. I love that stuff where she's being a detective kind of at heart. So I really like Lily's power. Lily Alves, what are your 5 all-time favourite shows? This is in no order, but Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, 24, Lost, and Scam. I'd say they're my top 5. Yeah, they're pretty much my top 5. Paris Phone, I've seen you pop up. I can never know. I've seen you pop up loads, but I can never know how to say that name. Top five favorite possibly. Spencer and Toby and Norhelm scenes. It's kind of hard to like think of them off the top of my head, but I have just watched, as I'm recording this, like literally early today, I watched season 3, episode 16 of Pretty Little Lies, and I loved the scene, even though it's not a romantic scene. I loved the scene where Spencer found out that Toby was A. The acting in that scene was fantastic. It was so good. I can't think of 5 scenes of those two in particular off the top of my head. I do like where they kind of got back together and then the camera was spinning around them, where they rekindled. That was cute. I like those two earlier as well, where Spencer was just kind of getting to know Toby, and they still kind of thought he was really shady and stuff, but she was trying to help him. Like if I ever do rewatch Pretty Little Lies, which I'm pretty sure I would, like in a few years, because I rewatched so many shows, it'd be cute seeing those two's relationship like in the early days as well. I don't know. They have a lot of scenes where they're just like cuddling and doing massages and I like that about them. There's nothing too over the top with them. They're just a good couple to have. Norhelm though, they're on a whole new level for me. Top 5 scenes. My favourite is where William's kind of there for her. No, my favourite scene is where Nora is playing the guitar and William's like, "Damn, I love you." Love that scene. This I'll kind of say this is in no order, but I'll try and get as close to order as I can. Second one is where William comes to check on her, where she's like obviously hasn't answered his calls in a while, and they just cuddled in bed for like 19 hours or something. I love that scene so much. Third scene, I'd say where she thinks he's about to leave off for London, but then the car pulls back up behind her, and comes up to her, and he's staying, and she's so happy. I love that scene. Four. I like where they say "I love you" in the car, and it's very kind of casual when they just say it's like the first time they both said it to each other. Perfect scene. And I also like the scene where William's kind of opening up to her about his past life, and they're in the classroom and she's kind of taking it in and actually listening to him. There's more scenes that are really, obviously way more scenes that I love those two, but they're the 5 off the top of my head that I absolutely adore. Baby Alec. I've seen you pop up a lot as well. Absolute legend, obviously. I think they're a Shadowhunters fan, I'm not sure. Rank the male characters from your favourite to least favourite. Styles, Alec, Caleb, Isaac, and Jughead. Just curious from the reactions I watched. We seem to like a lot of the same male characters, though I don't know how you feel about Jughead sometimes. Yeah, my least favourite out of all of those is easily Jughead. I do like Jughead. He's not my favourite character from Riverdale. I'm very up and down with him. Like sometimes I think he's a really good character and he's great for Betty and a great friend to Archie. Other times I just think his story's boring. He's over the top. He's bad for Betty and bad to Archie, even though Archie's bad for him and Betty's bad for him as well. But I do like Jughead. I'd say he's my least favourite. Then I'd say we'll do favourite to least favourite. So favourite would be Isaac, Styles, then I'll say Alec. No, then I'll say Caleb actually, but Alec is very, very close. I've just had more time with Caleb. I've had 3 seasons with the guy. So Caleb, then Alec, then Jughead. So yeah, good question. Jenny, okay, so these are all Scam related questions. I'm happy with that. When did you fall in love with Scam? That is, what episode / season made you realise that you were actually hooked? I'd say it was season 1. It was season 1 when I got hooked, but I'd say episode... I can actually tell you exactly which episode it was when I got hooked. Wait, right there. Because if you've seen my reactions, I wasn't the biggest fans of episodes 1 and 2 of Scam. I did like them, but I was a bit like, don't know about this. I'll rewatch them. I rewatched them with Leah. There's wait, it's loading up. So yeah, episode 1 and 2, I didn't give that high rating. Episode 5 and 6 is really because ratings I gave a 5 out of 10 for episode 1, 6 out of 10 for episode 2. Even though I think that might be the way round. Episode 3 was a 7, 4 was a 7, then 5 was an 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 8, 8. So, yeah, I'd say around episode 5 is where I got hooked and loved the show. Has Scam changed you in any way as a person, and if so, what way? I wouldn't say it's changed me as a person. It's made me appreciate more things for sure. In real life as well as like when noticing things in TV. But I wouldn't say it's changed me dramatically. I don't know. Like I don't know. It's just changed my views on certain things. But I don't know. It's a weird one, Scam, because there's a lot. There's so much to that show. It's kind of hard to boil down and just top of your head kind of thing. So I'd say yes, but no as well. Like kind of. It's hard for a TV show to really change me though. Like I think, but you know. Christopher, what happened to Skins? Skins is still coming. I'm waiting to move out because it was me and Liam both doing it, and it's kind of hard for us to meet up at the moment. Like, and when we do, we just want to chill out and catch up and stuff because he does so many hours at work at the moment. So when we move out, we will be getting back onto Rick and Morty and Skins. So don't worry about that. They're not stopped. We just thought we don't want to do one, like same with Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Shameless. We don't end up doing one every month. We'd rather when we react to it, we can just get them, at least one a week kind of thing. Two other questions from Christopher, but top 5 AVAC scenes. Number 1, season 3, episode 9. That whole Oh Helgen Art. That was perfect. Still, even after finishing the old show, that was the pinnacle of the best scene of all of Scam. That was outstanding. One of my favourite scenes of TV history. It'd be my top 5, I think. Love that scene. The underwater kiss, whether in the pool, perfect. I like, even though, because I had problems with Evan, and then obviously my problems with Evan were all because I thought he was getting back with his girlfriend and I didn't know about that he was bipolar, obviously. But at the time when I watched it, obviously I didn't know about when Isaac said, I don't need a life with crazy people kind of thing. I didn't know that was like a big deal until the end. So when this scene happened, I'd appreciate it more if I rewatched it. But where Evan came back to Isaac when his friends were there and James had to leave, and then Evan came and then they kissed and ended up having sex. So I thought that was a cute scene. Even when I watched it, I was kind of a bit off with Evan. But rewatch, knowing the full story now, I think that scene is great. For I like where they make toast, where they make toast. The first time Isaac goes to Evan's house and they're kind of just chatting for like ages. You can see they're both really happy to be in each other's company. I think that's a fantastic scene. And let's say episode 10 where they're just in bed and talking about everything and it ends in a happy place. I really like that. So I love those two so much. It's so good. And the final question, out of all the shows you reacted to, which one is your favourite? Like I said, Scam would be my favourite show for sure. I'd say Game of Thrones I prefer as a show, and I have reacted to Game of Thrones, but as a show that I've reacted all to, Scam, 100%. Sally, what are some things that make you happy, i.e. types of food, drink, places, music, people, books, movies, activities, eras? Film and TV will always be my number one passion. Even before I did reactions, I studied film at college. Didn't continue with that though, because the whole college thing was just abysmal in my regard. I didn't end up going. I kind of slacked off there, and then the actual college itself wasn't great. But yeah, film TV will always be my number one passion. That's why I ended up doing reactions, because I wanted to originally review episodes of TV shows and then review films. But I thought reactions, I've always seen reactions as a sense of it's a live review. That's kind of how I see it. And people have their opinions on reactions, which is fine, but I've always seen it as a live review. That's why I kind of make a point to talk so much in my reactions. Not too much where it's unbearable, like he's talking, I can't bear this. Some people still argue that point. But because I want to, any time I have a thought in my head about a character, a scene, a moment in a TV show, I'll just voice it and I'll just say it into a reaction, because it's like, I want to get that live, that kind of, even though I'll do my 5-minute review at the end of each episode, I still kind of like the idea of just anything that pops into my mind, I'll just say it. Not everything, 'cause some things I'll be stupid with, but it's like, yeah, that's kind of lastly reactions. And like I say, that's kind of, that's one of the things I love, obviously film, TV, and then they can kind of join that with doing this as well. I've always wanted to do YouTube since, well, not always, I think around 2013 is when we started the channel. I'd say around 2008 is when I really wanted to get into it. And I've been filming stuff since I was a kid. Like I got my first camcorder when I was 8 years old, something like that. I got one for my birthday. We just filmed little short films with Liam, who's, Ginger Liam from the channel. He's my uncle / best friend. He makes me happy as well. He's my best friend. I love him. So yeah, we've grown up together and we just do these short films. Gaming as well. Gaming's always been a huge part of my life. I'd say like Liam, I'd just go around I used to sleep at his for like days on end, and we'd just sit like PlayStation 2 time back in the day, even PlayStation 1, but we'd just sit and game for hours. We used to get up at like 7 in the morning and just game and game. We used to watch like 24 and stuff as well. We'd binge the shit out, stuff like that. And then we'd go to bed at like fucking, I don't know, 2 in the morning, stuff, just 18 hours of pure gaming and stuff. And then eventually, obviously, that leaked over into, for people who don't know, we actually did gaming videos on this channel from 2013 to 2016, I want to say. And then it turned into a reaction channel. So it kind of fell into that as well, which we had so much. Some of my best memories are still doing gaming videos with Liam. That's like the most laughs I've had doing stuff like that. And we do want to get into more. We do want to end up doing that again when we eventually move out, which I can't wait to move out because it's going to be so much fun again, being able to do that. Just be more live streams instead of, actual like gameplay walkthroughs kind of thing, which it was. Books, I used to read all the time. Don't really have the time too much anymore, unfortunately. I'd love to get back into reading though. People like say Liam, my 2 best friends as well. I won't name just, but they're Jacob and someone else called Joe. I love those 2. My mum, sister, my dad, obviously. A lot of family, but yeah, they all make me happy. Music, I've kind of variety of music. Food and drink, if you can't tell, I binge the fizzy drink. But yeah, a lot of things make me happy. Inevitably. So, and then TV series. This shit makes me happy. This shit makes me happy. And J-Per-View as well. J-Per-View makes me too happy. I dragged on that one, but yeah. Nicole, if you created a Stan Twitter account, who would you Stan? Could be a character or an actor. I feel like it'd be like a scam, centric, but mainly William and Nora. To be fair, if you follow my Twitter account, which is like my personal Joseph Harding, which will be in the description, a lot of my tweets are just kind of commenting on couples and actors and characters anyway, so it's a variety of everyone. But if it had to be one thing, it'd be Scam and then Nora and William, I'd say. Maybe Dylan O'Brien as well. Adam, what show... what show? What's some of your favourite shows that you haven't done a reaction to? Don't know if you're talking about that currently airing or just like some of my favourite shows back in the day, but like I say, Lost, 24, Game of Thrones, if I did reactions from the start of that would have been a lot of fun. But once I'm currently watching, I'm not really watching too many shows at the moment, like off camera. Love from Netflix. Oh my god, it's so underrated. I'm going to do a video, I think, like a 1-minute video telling people to watch the show because it unfortunately got like pretty much cancelled after season 3 because no one watches it. It's on Netflix, you can watch them all 3 seasons, 20 minutes long, but that is one of my favourite shows of all time and no one talks about it. It's really sad. So Love on Netflix. It's called Love. Just go on Netflix, search Love. It's there. Adore that show. Malia X, if you could, I've seen you pop up a few times as well, so it's cool. If you could have one between Malia, Cora, Nora, Izzy, Brendan, Derek's girl, okay, who would you choose? And if you can answer, even if you are a white male guy. Yeah, as a straight white male, I don't know if I'll be able to answer the guy one, but who do I love more, William or Styles? Okay, we'll go with the first one first. Who would I marry, we'll say, between Malia, Cora, Nora, Izzy? Jesus, that is hard. We'll get rid of Derek's girl, because she is beautiful, but we'll get rid of Malia as well. We'll get rid of... Fuck! I love all 5. Can I have all 5 of them? Okay, yeah, we'll get rid of Derek's girl. We'll get rid of Malia. Cora, Nora, Izzy. Fuck. Alright, we'll get rid of Izzy. Shit. And then it's between Cora and Nora for me. Cora and Nora, that's kind of like rhymes as well. Korra and Nora. Nora. I've got to go with Nora. I love her. Nora wins that one. Korra is so close, so like just because of Adelaide Kane. So close. That was a difficult one. And then Guy, do I prefer William or Styles? I think Styles is the better character, and I prefer Dylan O'Brien as an actor, obviously. So I'll go Styles, but I do love William. Yeah, I'll go Styles on that one. Prediction. Oh, someone actually predicted this as well. Oh, you were close. So Becca commented saying prediction that I'd say Korra and Styles with an honourable mention for Nora. It was close between Korra and Nora. You were close. You got Styles right though. You know that was only two options. So it would. Oh, fuck Nora and Korra. That's so difficult. Why do you do that to me? That's the hardest question I've had all day. Right, Jasper. Do you watch the YouTube channels of Shay Mitchell, Emily from PLL, and Madeleine, which is Cheryl? Yeah, Cheryl from Riverdale. I don't. No, actually, saying that, I do watch Shay Mitchell videos sometimes. I watched the one where she's like running around naked in a horse mask. Because I'm what the fuck. And then she did a cooking video with Ian Harding. I watched that. Then she did a video with Ashley Benson, I think. Watched that one. I've watched a few. And I watched where she reacted to her audition tape for Pretty Little Lies as well. That was cute. She was like showing a vlog around a room where she first got the job and stuff. So yeah, I don't watch all her videos, but I've seen some. And Madeleine, I've watched. She uploads once a week around when Riverdale airs, and I watch all hers. I love her. So yeah, I do watch them both. Camilla, favorite characters on Reign so far, and are you going to be posting uncut reactions to Shameless? Much love to you too. Favorite characters on Reign, Mary, obviously, Bash, and Greer. I'm watching more Reign tomorrow. I haven't watched it in like a week, which is insane. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Reign so far. So they're my three favourite characters though. And with Shameless, yeah, when I continue doing it again, along with Buffy, I'll be doing uncut reactions to Shameless. So look out for those. Pretty much every show I do now will probably have uncut reactions. So Zakia Davis. Did you ship Stelena or Delena on the Vampire Diaries? I was always Delena, I remember. But I only got to season 4, but I was pretty much always Delena. Yeah. But I was never really a big fan of Elena. I was just like, I love Damon. I love Stefan as well. But then I'll look back at it now and I'm like, the moments that were on screen with Stefan and Elena in like seasons 1 and 2 were great. Like, there's some great moments. I love them both. It's a hard one. Top 5 ships. Norhelm, so Nora and William. Styles and Malia. This will be in no order, by the way. I'm really bad at ordering things off the top of my head unless I write it down. So, Styles and Malia. Toby and Spencer, even though I'm kind of with Toby at the moment because, you know, the whole A situation. But I'll put them there for now. Also Caleb and Hannah, because I do really like this too. And they're kind of not great at the moment, but that shouldn't take away from what they've had, I don't think. What's the 5th one we could go with? Isaac and Evan, maybe? I'm just trying to think if there's anyone that prefers Isaac and Evan. There's no one in Shadowhunters or Riverdale that I prefer to Isaac and Evan. No one in Originals. No one in Gossip Girl. Had to go with Murder, no. Yeah, I'll go Isaac and Evan for 5th. But I do like Alison and Scott as well. So yeah, that might be my top 5 ships in no order though. Top 5 characters, I guess from all TV shows. Jack Bauer from 24, Dexter from Dexter, Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, Nora from Scam, and Styles. Have I already said Styles? Maybe I just... No, I did say Styles. It's Styles. Yeah, Styles would be from Teen Wolf. But there's a lot of characters I love. Another top 5 off the top of my head. Top 5 TV shows, we answered that earlier. Top 5 movies. Technically, I'd say all 3 Lord of the Rings, but we'll say that as one. Then The Matrix, Whiplash, La La Land, and... Maybe Kill Bill Volume 1. Dark Knight. Django. I don't know, it's a hard one. What we got? Mad Max Fury Road, I love that. I mean, I won't say that's top 5. Dude, I still want to talk about the top 100 films, but Akira, I love Akira, Spirited Away, Your Name, Sword of the Stranger, some anime films too. Yeah, there's a lot of films like that. Thank you for your questions. Maria, would you ever consider watching and reacting to Gotham or The Fosters? I tried Gotham once, I didn't react to it, but I watched episode 1 and really didn't like it, but I've heard it's very, very good where it's at the moment. So Gotham and The Fosters, I've had so many requests for Fosters that I'm seriously considering The Fosters at some point. Only point is of right now, it won't be for a while because I really need to wrap up some shows. I don't want to take on too much. So yeah, I'd consider them both for sure. More Fosters than Gotham though. If you could, Becca, if you could meet any actor in the shows you react to, who would it be and what would you ask them? And have you watched / would you ever react to the OC? The OC is another show that's been requested a lot, so I'd pretty much consider any show, not all shows, but I'd consider a lot if we got enough requests. But yeah, as of meeting an actor, Alicia Debnam-Carey would be number 1 on my list. So Lexa / Alicia from Fear the Walking Dead. I love her. She's helped me be. I've gotten to know so many people because of like her characters. It's just like, dude. So Alicia Debnam-Carey, Dylan O'Brien, I'd love to meet him. Adelaide Kane, dude. If I ever met Adelaide Kane, I'd freak out. Andrew Lincoln, so Rick from The Walking Dead. I think he'd be great. I'd want to meet. I forgot the actress's name. Oh, Janelle Parrish. Parrish. So Mona from Pretty Little Liars, as well as Trojan Horse, or Troy, as Spencer from Pretty Little Liars. I think those two be cute as fuck. So yeah, there's a few. But actually, there's a lot of film actors I'd love to meet as well. Like Ryan Gosling would be mad. I'd love to meet Ryan Gosling. Tom Hardy, Jake Gyllenhaal, Emma Stone, Viola Davis. Yeah, there's a lot. Where am I? So yeah, C Note. Would you ever react to Scandal? Scandal's one. That's one of those shows I'm not too sure on. There's a lot of seasons, and I know it's kind of finished, but I don't know. I think because How to Get Away with Murder, I've heard it's just far superior to it, and a lot of people have said Scandal's great from seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then it gets bad. Didn't really feel it. So Scandal's one of those. That's probably a no. So Spencer or Hannah. If you'd asked me that, if I'd answered that when you asked this, so 2 weeks ago, I would have said Hannah. But as of right now, it is actually Spencer. She's my favourite character from Pretty Little Liars. Pro Z, I see you popping up loads as well, dude. Can you make Liam watch Teen Wolf? He would love it. To be fair, I have just gotten watching another TV show, which is Scam. We watched episodes 1 and 2 for the first time a few days ago, and he didn't really like them that much, but they're like, give it till episode 5. I didn't even have to force him to watch it. It was like, Joe, I want to watch Scam. I was like, okay, sick. So, but Teen Wolf, it'd be a hard one. It'd be hard to convince Liam to watch Teen Wolf. I love the guy, but I can't even defend seasons 1 and 2. So I do think he would like seasons 3 and 4. I can't really comment too much on 5, but I do think he would like those. But seasons 1 and 2, I can't defend them. So never say never, but I don't know. Natalie again, top 5 songs in The Greatest Showman. Mine personally are The Other Side, Million Dreams, From Now On, This Is Me, and Rewrite the Stars. Top 5 songs, isn't that like half the soundtrack technically? In no order, The Other Side, The Greatest Showman, so the first song. What's the one that she sings in the... I forgot the name of it, fucking hell. Wait, I'm just... The Greatest Showman. No, I don't want to play it. As much as I love it. Right, so in no order, The Greatest Show, The Other Side. Never Enough. That's the one. Never Enough. Rewrite the Stars. I love that one. And From Now On. It'd be the fire. I love that film so much. Jesus Christ. Final two here. Leolos, would you ever do a rewatch of Scam with Liam? I literally answered that a second ago, but yes, we're watching it now. Like I said, I don't know how much of it he's enjoying, but I don't know. I hope he might enjoy it. I hope so. I didn't even plan on watching it with him. I was going to watch either Lost or The Office with him, but we chucked on Scam randomly, and I guess that's what we're doing now. So yes, we are rewatching Scam. Not reacting to it, but just watching it. And final question, Lizzie. Would you ever consider watching Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency? What is this? I've never heard of this in my life. Let's have a look. Oh, is this a film? Oh, no, it's a television series, sorry. Season 2, episode 10. I've never heard of this. It has Elijah Wood in though. Yeah, like I say, never say never. I've not heard of that one, but if I got enough requests, I would watch it for sure. Right, there we go, guys. That is every single question from the Q&A for March. Like I say, I'll do these every single month, once a month. If you do want to ask a question, you only have to be a $1 Patreon to ask a question, or you can just go over to my Twitter and ask me anything there, and I'll answer anyway. On the Curious Cat thing's probably more fun to do as well, even though I'm kind of a bit of a dick on that, but it is what it is. Whereas this is more like a video kind of thing that I want to do. So yeah, I'll ask for more questions again in the first week of April, and then we'll do another one of these around this time next month. But thank you very much for watching. I hope this was entertaining enough. I've not really done anything like this before, and like I say, there won't be very many edits kind of going throughout it, so I hope it's not too boring for you guys. But yeah, hope it's okay. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you know of any improvements that you might have for next month, just let me know down below. And yeah, hopefully we'll get more questions in April. Until then, thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, and thank you to all you Patreons for helping support the channel again. Really means a lot. Alright, peace.